Hey Pinewood families, welcome to another video. Today is Tuesday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. So thankful that many of you watched the video yesterday, as well as those of you that have been communicating with me via the Remind texts that you've been getting and the documents that are attached there. Two things about Remind. Number one is that my hope is that our students will also sign up for my Remind. Many of you work all day and the kids can't get those Remind messages from me until you get home from work later in the day. And we would love to have them starting to work on stuff throughout the day so that they're not doing their stuff late at night. They can sign up for my Remind by texting at Mr. Knits to the number 81010. So the at sign, lowercase, Mr. Knits, no capitals, no punctuation, and send it to the number 81010. Also, some of your kids have tablets. If they don't have their own phone, they can download a Remind app and sign up through the app the same way. Many of your kids use their tablets in the Wi-Fi in your home, so that's a great way to stay connected, that they don't need to wait for you to pass messages along to them. Normally my Remind is only for parents, but obviously in this situation we want kids getting as much information as they can. As far as the daily schedule, we're going to continue with that handwritten schedule that you got last Friday. If you're behind, if you didn't get started yesterday, no worries. The number of work is really toned down so that even if you skip a day or get behind on a day or not sure what to do on one of them, catch up the next day, do your work, and roll with it from there. I did change the Prodigy website to do something that's a little bit more general. From my end, it's called M-Step Preparation, which means it's got a little bit of everything. It was previously set up to work on some fraction stuff. So now if you go on Prodigy, you'll do a review of all different skills for 5th grade level. And so that's another great way to do it. Last, RazKids. A few of you I saw logged on to RazKids, and you can just go to raz-kids.com and click on the student login. My teacher code is AKNITS2, and then they click on the little bunny icon, and that's the password. It's just a general password. So I'm going to take a moment to talk through today's plan to get you rolling. First one on the plan, and that when I talk about the plan, I'm talking about this paper right here. And if you are needing to pick up paperwork or anything else from your student, tomorrow, Wednesday, the building will be open all the way from 8 until 5:30. Mr. Keene and some other staff will be here to hand out what you need, and you can pick up school materials. Also, tomorrow is the day that lunches and breakfasts are starting to be passed out. Different buildings within Warren Woods Public Schools are open during a different time window. The Pinewood window is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And this is for free breakfast and lunch meals for any student under the age of 18 or 18 or under that lives within Warren Woods Public Schools. Even if you have a sibling that goes to private schools or schools of choice somewhere else, if they live in Warren Woods, we're going to provide them with food. We want to make sure that our students are not just safe, but also that they're getting fed. I know some of you parents who are going to work, this is a constant issue for you to worry about how your kids are eating. And so this is one way that Warren Woods wants to continue to serve your students. So in looking at our schedule, watching the next episode of Liberty's Kids, it's episode 2, is on the calendar for today. Also in your SMJ, page 102 and 104. For this first week or two of school at home, most of the SMJ pages are just some review math box pages and things that are a variety of skills, keeping your kids' math skills fresh. Later, when you get into the schedule, you're going to see the letter P, which stands for project, after some of the page numbers. So for example, if it says 13P, those pages are in the back of the book, and those are projects that will get the kids working on some more real-world problems, some project-type things, some story problems, things like that. Yesterday your kids should have read a chapter from Hatchet and then written a race-style response. Many parents ask me about the race-style response, and so I took a picture of a big chart in my classroom that describes what is the race format, and so I'll attach that today to the Remind app, and you can use that. If you didn't write it yesterday, write it today for chapter 11 from yesterday. Students should be using their note cards to be writing out as much as they can for their persuasive essay this week. The note cards that they paper clipped together, I think I've got a sample of one of them sitting here. They should be using that to outline what goes on each sentence. So for example, this is labeled paragraph 1, explain the issue. It's got a little one right here to cards to keep their order, so you can see that all the numbers are numbered there. So on this card, when it says explain the issue, they may say something like, cigarette smoking is an epidemic in America. Many people think that smoking should be illegal and have a fine or even jail time. That just explains the issue. It doesn't even pick a side with their thesis statement. That's the next card. And so each card, as you go through, it'll be labeled which paragraph it is and which part of that paragraph should be on that card. Students should be drafting those. They should be hopefully done with those cards by today or tomorrow at the latest. Students, if you're watching this, I know that this is hard. It's hard to not have an adult that's in charge of you, but I'm so proud of you. On Friday last week and even yesterday, the response from parents and students that I heard about kids really taking charge of themselves has encouraged me to know that even this time that you're going to be doing work at home, that you're going to stay diligent with your studies, that you're going to be doing the things that you need to do. And so I'm very proud of you, and I want to wish you luck as you continue to do this. Parents, feel free to text me in response to the Remind app anytime. A few of you have used statements like sorry to bother you, or I know you're getting lots of text, but I'm welcoming those. It's just encouraging to me actually when I get those texts, because it helps me to know that you're doing the things that you need to do to help your kid. And I've been with these students for the last 6 months, and I care about them so much, and I want to make sure that they are communicating with me, that I'm communicating with them through you as parents and through them as directly as students. So again, have them sign up for my Remind, and thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow.